Ladies and gentlemen, it's Video Game Choo Choo, as usual. I'm Mike Casamano, your host.
I am Stephen Epps.
And John Machonsky isn't with us today.
Unfortunately, no. John is not able to join us because he was involved in a highly traumatic incident involving duct tape, a body pillow, 5 bottles of lubricant, and a VHS copy of Sizzle Beach USA starring Kevin Costner.
Now, that's what I want to talk to you about, Stephen. Your Twitter feed the other day blew up with screen grabs from this movie, Sizzle Beach USA. What the fuck is it?
Indeed. Sizzle Beach USA is a VHS that I found in my closet while I was searching for PlayStation 2 cables. It is a softcore pornography produced by Troma Entertainment, the same people that brought to you The Toxic Avenger, and other movies that I have not seen. And evidently, it was Kevin Costner's very first movie. It is a 1970s, very bad, low-budget porno, where all of the men have egregious mustaches and all of the women have weirdly shaped 70s boobs and gigantic bushes.
And this is like actual porn.
Not actual porn, it's softcore porn, but more or less, it's still porn. There's still titties. I wasn't paying attention, I was too busy laughing at the midget. There was a midget in it, by the way.
Explain the midget. What is the midget context?
The midget context is that he is a midget. He wears sunglasses, he is exceptionally small even for a midget, and he is not seen without either a cigar or a alcoholic beverage.
Oh, that midget. Wacky midget.
If it was not a midget, it was either him or an extremely fat gentleman with a mustache.
Stephen, there's hope for you. You can get into porn.
Very obviously, evidently. If this is what passed for sexy in the 70s, well, all I need to do is wait for the time machine to be invented.
No, Stephen, don't you see? The standards have only lessened since then.
Maybe. I mean, if this very fat man dressed like a wrestler wearing a fur coat and a cowboy hat could make it into this pornography, then certainly I could break into it.
Or you could just be a wrestler. Same difference.
Yes, indeed. I could be a wrestler.
I would like to see you be a wrestler, Stephen. I imagine you would be an entertaining wrestler.
I imagine that you would be horrendously incorrect.
What would your wrestling name be?
It would probably be something like Stephen.
Dublin.
The Fumblin Dublin.
What would your intro music be? Like, as you walk out onto the ring, clutching your 3DS and not looking at the crowd.
No question about it, it would be All-Star by Smash Mouth.
As you're going up there to fight CM Punk or whoever it is doing a wrestling now.
As I was going up there to fight the Kane or, the Macho Man. Oh, he's dead, Jesus. I don't know much about wrestling, but I do know that Macho Man is dead. That's about it. I was very sad that day.
Going up there to fight the John Cenas.
Yes.
All they're going to do is just slap the 3DS out of your hand. And you'll go into the corner of the ring and just assume the fetal position.
They would slap the 3DS out of my hand and I would just kind of like lower my head and walk away. What are you doing in my ring, brother? I'm sorry. Like, I'm not even intimidated or, like, scared. I'm just like, okay.
You're ashamed to be there.
Fine. I'll go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasted your time, sir. This weekend, the Fumblin Dublin takes on Kane. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. And he just slaps it out of my hand. I'm sorry, Kane. I really am.
And then just you sitting in the corner for the rest of the episode.
I just I go down to the commentator's table and have myself a seat there. Both of the commentators are like, what are you doing? You can't be sitting here. And I'm like, what the fuck else am I supposed to do?
You pull out your backup 3DS.
I pull out my backup 3DS.
You look at the camera and say, I gotta catch them all. Just go back to playing Pokemon for 45 minutes.
I pull out my backup 3DS and my bag of chicken and waffle lays.
It's inside the chicken and waffle lays. It's not like you have a bag with the chicken and waffle lays and the 3DS. You have put your 3DS in with the chips.
I pull out my smartphone out of my little wrestling man diaper and I scan the barcode on the back of the chips. And I show it to the commentators as like, this app creates anime girls from the barcodes that you scan.
That'll be when you relaunch after the Fumblin Dublin has been defeated by John Cena, you'll relaunch as the big anime man. You'll just go in the ring. Instead of a chair, you hit people with a hug pillow.
Well, it's the big anime man.
Hatsune Miku will sing your intro song.
It will be Hatsune Miku singing All-Star by Smash Mouth.
In English, in very bad English.
You would be, it does not surprise me, but I have actually heard that already, so.
Well, fantastic.
I'll rip that off of YouTube in like the shittiest quality possible.
You can just barely hear it.
You can just barely like understand it, and like all of the monitors in the ring will be showing like really bad JPEGs of Miku.
Your opponent will just be so confused.
My opponent will just like he'll look at me as I walk into the ring and just be like, I thought I was like wrestling today. I didn't realize we were having like pansy dress up hour. 50 million rednecks
really
across the nation.
Naruto cosplay on.
Like 50 million rednecks across the nation paid $50 pay-per-view to see.
That's right. This is the cage match.
This is the Rage in the Cage anime match.
Hell in a Cell with Miku.
I walk up, I grab the microphone away from the referee and like, have you heard of Hatsune Miku? And I pause for the audience to go, yeah, but nobody actually does.
It's a good thing you're in a cage, because eventually those angry rednecks are going to start throwing beer cans.
Mm-hmm. And, speaking of Hatsune Miku, since, this is a video game podcast.
What?
Yes.
Since when?
Since before about 10 minutes ago. I wanted to discuss the imminent release of Hatsune Miku's Project Diva F for the PlayStation 3 and the catastrophic events that will follow.
So what is that game, Steven?
It is a rhythm game that costs $50. And what it is you push buttons to the sound of Hatsune Miku songs. And sometimes you push buttons to the sound of other Vocaloid songs that I do not know the names of. Hatsune Miku is the only Vocaloid as far as I'm concerned. And that game will cost $50, which sounds expensive for a rhythm game, but in fact, I learned earlier today that the game launched for $83 in Japan.
Well,
so you should be...
that is a reasonable price, but it's Japan.
You should be fucking grateful. You goddamn ingrates, for paying $50 instead of $80.
I forgot to make a questions post, which is what I'm doing right now.
That is absolutely fantastic.
Instead of just dragging out that wrestling joke as far as it could possibly go, and then a little further,
you had 20 extra minutes because I was delaying things to watch the Shovel Knight stream, and you did not take advantage of the time. Instead, you played with your dolls.
It's a cool doll, I'll have you know, Stephen Epps.
Well,
if you're gonna make me read more than meets the eye, you gotta deal with me buying those characters.
I don't blame you in the slightest. I wish Whirl's toy was better.
More than meets the eye is rad.
I have not seen any of the IDW figures in my local area. Every store I've found just has recently restocked on the Predacons Rising toys.
Oh, boy.
Which I don't give a rat's ass about, except for the Clear Abominus, and I got that, so the rest of that subline can fuck off.
Yeah, I was only able to find the Trail Cutter. There are Springers and Blitzwings everywhere, but I have Springer and I don't give a fuck about Blitzwing. I hear that's not very good.
Blitzwing is okay. But I only say that because I bought him alongside Springer, and it was not in a sort of way that I could return it because I ordered it.
Yeah.
So, it was either...
Storm, but I'm not going to pay Toys R Us premium for that.
Yeah, I would not blame you, especially if you already owned a Springer.
I got to mess around with it at TFCon, and it's neat how that thing is basically a new toy, because they did all that heavy remolding, and now it's got those huge wings on the back, but it's also a pretty big balance issue. That thing topples over at the slightest provocation.
I can imagine. I can appreciate the effort that Hasbro's been going into lately to make, retools and redecos a lot, different from the original. But I don't care about Sandstorm. I don't recall Sandstorm ever doing anything except for that one episode of G1 where he hung out with Octane, I think. And even then, I had to, think to remember Octane's name. So, there you go.
Yeah, for me, More Than Meets the Eye and Last Stand of the Wreckers is going to influence the next couple months of my Transformers purchases.
Definitely. Especially since they've finally started introducing More Than Meets the Eye characters into the toy line, like Swerve, and sort of that world that's coming out.
And Tailgate, too.
Tailgate, too. I forgot about him. I don't think we actually saw any pictures of him, though. That's disappointing, because I really like him.
We saw Tailgate pictures.
Did we?
Yeah, they had the actual toy. It looks pretty cool.
I must have missed those. I'll have to check those out later.
For explanation as to what the fuck we're talking about, More Than Meets the Eye is the new ongoing Transformers comic series. Goes at the same time as the other new ongoing, Robots in Disguise. I hear Robots in Disguise isn't that good. It's skippable.
It is skippable. I've been reading it. I've been keeping up with it. It's enjoyable, but it doesn't hold a candle to More Than Meets the Eye.
No, More Than Meets the Eye is really good. It's like Star Trek meets Transformers.
Yeah, Robots in Disguise is a lot more dour and political, where More Than Meets the Eye is just fun.
Yeah, it's nice to see fun Transformers again. Transformers Prime and the Bay movies have no right to be as serious as they were.
Even then, they weren't very serious, but they weren't the right kind of not serious.
Sure.
If that makes any sense.
They took themselves seriously, but it didn't result in a dark tone, just result in boring.
Yeah. And I hope you're ready for Transformers 4. It'll be about as fun as Fork in the Brain.
Well, Mark Wahlberg's in it, and I really like Mark Wahlberg.
I don't think that any competent actor could save a Transformers film.
Steven, don't lie, you're gonna see it anyway.
I will see it anyway. I saw the first 3, and I'm not going to lie, the first time I saw 1, I absolutely hated it. I walked out of the theater, just completely sunken down and oh my god, I can't believe that was, the Transformers movie that everybody had been so hyped up for.
And then 2 came out.
And when I walked out of the theater, I was still reeling about how absolutely stupid Frenzy was in that movie. And for listeners at home, Frenzy was the dumb little silver robot that cussed a lot and hacked into the president's plane.
And in the cartoon, he was the Soundwave tape, the blue one.
Yeah.
Don't let anyone tell you differently.
Absolutely. Rumble, wait a minute. Now hold on just a second.
Oh, God damn it.
Rumble is blue.
Rumble is clearly red, because red is an angrier color, and Rumble is the angry one.
Rumble is the funny, chill one, and that's why he's blue. Frenzy is red because red is an angry color, Mike.
Now, I don't know which one you think has the pile drivers, but the red one has the pile drivers.
Excuse me, but Rumble is the blue one, and Rumble has pile drivers.
This conversation is going to go on for the full hour and a half if we let it.
We've already wasted 15 minutes and have barely mentioned video game aside from me jokingly mentioning Hatsune Miku.
This is what happens when John leaves.
I wrote a list of jokes about video games and I'm having to find myself shoehorning them, and now it's just completely too late to say most of them because most of them were written as introductions to the show.
But why did you use all your good material for introductions, Steven? You can only use that once per show.
Shut up.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Video Game Choo Choo.
Indeed. Let's actually start the show.
I'm giving you an opportunity for your fucking jokes, Steven.
No, the time has passed. Let's actually talk about video games this time.
You seen any good movies lately?
No. I have seen movies lately, but I have not seen any good ones.
What have you been playing, Steven? Anything worthwhile?
With myself, I played Persona 4 for about...
Yeah!
Yes, for about 2 hours. I didn't get very far into it.
No, that game takes a long-ass time to become a video game.
Yeah, I think that the teacher is an ass bag. I think that Yusuke is an ass bag.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that, what's the red-wearing girl's name? Rise? Yukiko. Okay. Yukiko, I think that she is not very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So far. Chie is so far my waifu.
That seems to be the general consensus among Persona 4 fans, which I got when she had that voice, like the original voice, and then they changed her voice, and it is the worst.
They changed her voice in what?
Everything past the original game. So like the anime, the fighting game, the remake.
Well then, I will not be playing any of those. I will not be raising any stakes with the Chie that does not sound like the PlayStation 2 version. Speaking of which, I decided to clean my PlayStation 2, which I got secondhand from a friend of my mom's, and it looks like it had been left half buried in the middle of the woods underneath an old bike tire and allowed to rot under 50 consecutive summers. It was
They take the time machine and put the PS2 back in 1950.
Exactly, yes. It was absolutely packed. Like, every single orifice on this thing was packed with weird, like, fluffy dirt. And the plate for the CD tray, like the front plate of it that's supposed to have the PlayStation logo on it, is completely gone. And you can actually see into the innards of the machine, which are also packed with dirt.
Huh.
Yeah.
How much was paid for this artifact?
It was free.
Oh.
He gave it to me.
That makes sense.
Yes. So the top casing part of it, you know, the part that says PS2, melted. As in, it is
it even
warped.
Usable?
It is wavy. After I cleaned it, I plugged it in, and it works just fine. It doesn't even make any noise.
Huh.
It works perfectly fine. And I also have a PlayStation 2 that is a slim model, but I don't have the cables for it. And in fact, it was searching for the cables for that PlayStation 2 Slim that led to the discovery of Sizzle Beach USA. And the discovery of Kevin Costner, and the discovery of the fat man with the mustache and the midget.
There you go, full circle. Bringing it back around.
Absolutely. What else have I been playing?
I would actually like to keep talking with you about Persona 4.
I didn't get very far into it. I only got to the part where they met Teddy for the very first time.
Okay, so did the murder happen yet?
The murder of the TV news station lady?
Yeah.
Yes, that happened. They discovered the body.
Okay, what do you think of the uncle and niece characters so far?
I think that the uncle can't pronounce his own name. And I think that the niece is a little cutie pie. So there you go.
Alright, I think you'll do fine with that game. You're warming up to the characters that are the good ones.
Yes.
And
what's the kid's name? Nanako?
Nanako, yeah.
She's cute. Yeah. I like her.
Nanako's pretty cool.
She's not offensive for a little girl.
No, she never gets into, like, shrill territory.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that she is not your typical young anime girl. Like, dub anime girl where they try to do impressions of what the Japanese women sound like, and it just comes off as, like, well, for lack of a better way of phrasing it, a white lady doing a really, really high-pitched, annoying-ass voice. She sounds like a child, and I appreciate that. And, what is the uncle's name?
Dojima.
Dojima, yeah, that's right. And he pronounces his name inconsistently, which I think is hilarious. And I also think it's hilarious that nobody in the town of Inaba can pronounce Inaba the same way. Everybody has their own unique way of pronouncing Inaba.
I've never picked up on that before.
Some characters say Inaba, some characters say Inaba. Some characters, put different inflections on it. It's very obvious that everybody recorded their lines in different rooms. So when one character will say Inaba, and then a sentence later, in response, someone will say it differently. And I guess it's because I'm a Japanese nut for Japanese things that I listen to a lot of Japanese audio. So I pick up on the way that things are supposed to be pronounced. I can't actually do it with my mouth myself, but I know that they're not pronouncing it right. So I notice when they say it wrong, and I notice when 3 or 4 different people have their own way of saying it wrong.
That is simultaneously interesting and terrifying.
I guess.
This is the kind of thing you would hear a serial killer talk about?
Not really.
I listened to enough Japanese audio. They're pronouncing it wrong.
Well, the difference being that serial killers say that kind of stuff in their underwear while they're masturbating, and I can guarantee you that I am at the very least not masturbating right now.
How much clothes are you wearing?
You don't want to know.
God, please tell me you're wearing some clothes.
I am wearing some.
Alright, I'll take what I can get. With you, Steven, it's always a crapshoot.
You called me at 11:30. I cannot be expected to be wearing too much.
It's 10:30. You don't even have an accurate sense of time anymore, Steven.
You called me when I was tired.
Oh, don't fuck around. You never wear any clothes.
I wear clothes during the day.
I find this incredibly hard to believe.
I don't blame you. The house is empty. I have no parents. Why would I wear clothing?
So with Persona 4, you think you'll go back to it? Has it grabbed your interest at all?
It's definitely interesting. I think I will play it.
Yeah, I think the best characters in that game are still to come. I think you'll really like Kanji. And I don't know how you'll appreciate Naoto, because I really like Naoto. I think she's capable, basically takes charge of the entire investigation after a certain point. What's her name? Not Rise. Is it Rise? I don't remember that.
I don't know.
The annoying idol girl who you see in, the first couple seconds in the bikini talking about how she needs to lose weight.
Yes.
She becomes a party member.
I was instantly annoyed by that, by the way.
Yeah, she's not...
I also find the Juness stuff incredibly annoying.
I think once you get past, the first 2 or so hours, it's basically over.
I just think that it's the jingle.
It's the worst.
I thought it was really funny when, Nanako, I sang along with the jingle with Nanako because I'm gonna be nice to the kid. Mm-hmm. And the thing that she said was, you remembered it already? And it's every day is great at your Juness. It's 6 words. And she's talking about how she's proud of herself for memorizing it and that she was the first one to memorize it in her, kindergarten class.
Man, they must be pumping something into the water there.
It's 6 words. Also, it bugs me that it's pronounced Juness, but in the subtitles it's just spelled Junes. I want them to say Junes, really bad. It's hey guys, let's go to Junes. Oh, okay. No, let's go to Juness.
I'm trying to think of how to impart this tip onto you. And so something you need to do before a certain time. Trying to figure out how to do it without spoilers.
Are you about to give me a 999 hint here?
Kind of, yeah. Raise your understanding and courage pretty quick.
I did, actually. The courage was the first thing that I leveled up, because I stood up to the teacher.
That's what everyone does, so far.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't about to, have the teacher call me a loser.
But yeah, level that stuff up and do all the at-home social links as soon as possible, because that'll get you some good stuff.
Duly noted then.
Yeah, just social link all the time forever, because you unlock more personas that way. You don't, you can fuse a couple personas right out of the gate, but you do need to do more social links so you can unlock more available fusions.
I think what I'm going to do is just main Jack Frost for the entire game.
Jack Frost is rad. Black Frost is radder.
That was meant to be a joke. I didn't understand that he was actually rad.
No, Jack Frost is a pretty good early game persona.
He just looks silly, so I assumed he was bad. But I guess not.
Wait till you get Black Frost. That motherfucker can just wipe out a boss in nothing flat.
Mm-hmm. I'm already sucked into this game a lot better than I was for Nocturne.
Mm-hmm.
Because it has an actual story and Nocturne does not.
It's also a lot more accessible in terms of, like, the gameplay mechanics, I think. Even though there is a lot to juggle, it's all laid out very cleanly.
Yes, the only thing that I do not like about this compared to Nocturne is that it does not feature Dante from the Devil May Cry series, and that there is no Matador as far as I know.
No, there is a Matador.
Is there a Matador?
Yeah,
alright, well, game of the fucking year then. Does he challenge you to a duel?
No. You don't get demons by, like, talking to him or anything.
Oh, dude.
I know.
Challenging the Matador challenging you to a duel is the best part of Nocturne.
I think it's the same character model, though.
I'll take it.
You'll take what you can get?
I'll take what I can get. If I can't have Dante from the Devil May Cry series,
which
is
have
what
Dante
it said
from the DMC series,
you can go fuck yourself. I would absolutely adore it if a crossover occurred that included Dante from the DMC reboot.
Put him in the
because he would
the put
into some kind of like ridiculous anime game like Persona. Because he would be so out of place.
I would really like that now that you've brought that up.
Everybody else would be talking in their very stilted, like, obviously translated from Japanese. These are, like, the same 5 anime actors that you've heard in dubs before.
Yeah, wait until you get to Troy Baker.
And then Dante comes along, and he's like, fuck you. Like, I don't even...
cause...
Hey there, you're trying to fight demons? Fuck you. My dick's bigger.
I'm Dante the Demon Killer.
I'm Dante the Demon Killer, senpai. That's another thing that's bugging me a lot, actually.
No, yeah, they do really lean heavily into that stuff.
Is the Japanese honorifics, and I'm just wondering who the hell that is for. Like, it was okay, with, like, the Kuns and the Sans, and then, like, one character just started calling someone else senpai over and over, and I was like, okay, I don't even know what that means.
It means
like, even
upperclassmen.
Something like that.
I
guess,
know.
I don't know. It's like, oh, he's my senpai. It's like, I was under the impression that senpai just meant upperclassmen. I didn't realize that you could have a senpai.
Rise calls your character senpai for the entire game and is really overt in her desire to jump your bones.
Does she want the D?
Yes.
Will there be characters actively jocking after my jock?
Yes. The nurse social link is basically sex. Like,
awesome.
There's a dialogue where she's like, and here's this one muscle. Around the same time, my girlfriend was playing this game, and she recognized the muscle. Apparently, it's from the inner thigh.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, that entire social link is this cougar trying to have sex with you. Until it just, like, snaps, the tone snaps entirely, and it's this depressing, introspective character piece, which is how a lot of those social links go. It's just, it's kind of fun for the first couple levels, and then someone fucking dies, or something like that.
So, basically, what we've got going on here is a game where I can pretend to have a completely normal, sociable high school experience. And then I can also pretend to have sex with women.
It's everything you need, Stephen. Finally, you'll be a complete human being.
I can be a real human being.
And a real hero. Yeah, Persona 4 is really good. I'm glad you're digging it so far. That game...
it's a fun game. It's happy, for the most part.
And the translation's pretty good throughout.
It's good, and the voice acting is passable, and... I could do without the honorifics, and I can appreciate that they're not like, I can appreciate that they're not like saying, oh, this isn't Inaba in Japan, this is like, New York, like small town America, that they didn't go so far with the localization.
No, yeah, this is like Japan-ass Japan.
Yeah, they're in Japan-ass Japan, but I would have enjoyed doing without the honorifics and all that kind of stuff.
I look forward to hearing what you think about the battle system, too.
I will definitely keep playing it.
Excellent, because that is a fun game.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I certainly hope there's no point in the game that requires pressure-sensitive buttons, because my PlayStation 2 controller is a GameStop controller, and there are three things wrong with the GameStop controller, one of which being that there is a gigantic GameStop logo in the middle of it.
That's gross.
The other problem is that it does not have pressure-sensitive buttons, which makes playing Metal Gear Solid 3 on it impossible, and that its cord is 2 feet long.
Yeah, everything you buy from GameStop made by GameStop is generally pretty terrible.
Yes, that is in fact very true. In terms of other games that I've played, I played Asura's Wrath for a little bit. I played through the first episode of Asura's Wrath.
Anime discussion.
Yeah, continuing the anime discussion, I played through the first episode of Asura's Wrath, and how Asura's Wrath is structured is, it is mostly a character action game, but it's also got a lot of cutscenes that are interactive in the sense that you push a button during the cutscene, and even if you don't push the button, it still plays the cutscene anyway, and you just get a lower score.
Sure.
It's supposed to be an interactive anime. I was, to be completely honest, not entirely into it with the first one.
I hear the true ending is DLC.
Yes, it is. In fact, there are, over 5 DLC episodes for that game. Yeah, and one of them is in fact the true ending. If you just play through the game normally, it ends on a cliffhanger. So, I, looked at the box again and I saw the Capcom logo and I'm like, oh.
Now it all makes sense.
Now I realize why it's like this, and my cat is...
Kaiser Sose flashback of just Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter X Tekken, Dead Rising 2 off the record. And then just hands up on your face with that shot they do where the face gets closer but the background gets far away, your jaw hits the floor, you're like, oh my god, it's Capcom.
Oh my god. It's like, oh my god, this is why I've been skipping modern Capcom games.
Did you know they were selling, cheats as DLC in Dead Rising off the record?
Yes, I know that that's actually a practice. Didn't Saints Row do that too?
No, they just have cheats. You put in the code in your phone and it just does the cheats.
Oh, okay. I read that Saints Row 3 sold that as DLC. I don't know.
No, Saints Row 3 just sold really, really shitty mission packs as DLC, which I think is worse.
Well, selling cheats as DLC. Despicable, in fact, I would dare say. Oh, DuckTales Remastered.
You were really hyping that game up the other day.
It's really fun. It is, an unabashedly very happy game. And it makes me smile.
Would you say it's like a hurricane?
I would, in fact, say that it's like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
Are there lasers, race cars, or aeroplanes?
It's a duck blur.
Really?
You might solve a mystery.
Choo Choo, it's a duck blur.
Or rewrite history.
Your legally required DuckTales theme song joke. Everyone in the games industry is required to do this by law. Obama came to all of our houses, he knocked on the door. I'm not going to do my Obama impression. He just said that we have to make terrible DuckTales jokes.
Yeah.
We're not sorry. Obama made us do it.
It is a very fun game. It's not perfect in any sense. The controls could definitely be tighter, unfortunately. That was one complaint that came out pretty consistently during, the reviews before the game came out, and everybody was like, oh man, it's just, casual Call of Duty babies playing this game. They don't know how to play it. But getting it in my hands, it's actually kind of janky with the controls. And if you would please hold on for just a moment, my cat is beating up the blinds, and if I don't let him out, he'll do this for the next hour.
That'll be a real issue.
So please sing something while I deal with this issue.
This whole music. Hold music. This trail coder is pretty good. I mean, as a toy, the robot mode's pretty good. The shield can go on the arm as gun thing, or he can hold it like a shield, like his Captain America. The little thing behind his head, you can angle it. It's on a joint that allows him to kind of look like the original Trailbreaker. Yeah, the robot mode's pretty good. I like it. It's Got some good articulation. I wish the elbows were double jointed, though.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, hello, Steven. I was just talking about the fucking toys.
Yes, well, hopefully the cat won't bother us anymore. He's outside.
Your animals
Hopefully
must really not like this podcast.
They don't. My dogs will bark at any given opportunity, and my cat will beat up the windows no matter what. It is like they are drawn to the sound of my voice as I record the podcast, and they are
It's revenge
determined.
for all the vines.
Yes, they are absolutely determined to ruin it every time they hear my voice. So, going back to what I was saying about DuckTales, the controls are kinda mushy, unfortunately. I hope that we see a patch in the future that will fix that. But otherwise, it's a very fun and pretty game for, what it is. The hand-drawn sprites look absolutely amazing. The animations for it are amazing. If I were to have a problem with the way that the game looks, it's kind of weak when it comes to the actual art assets used in the stages themselves. The backgrounds for the stages look amazing, the character animations look amazing, but the stages themselves look like they're made out of free models that someone found in Unity. They're just kind of really ugly-looking shapes. So you have this beautiful hand-drawn background that's kind of got this nice 3D effect to it where, as you walk through the stage, it kind of pans around and you can see different parts of this drawing back there. You've got the hand-drawn animations for Scrooge and all of the enemies. Those look wonderful. And then you've just got these really, really cheap-looking, actual stages. Which is unfortunate, but it's easy to look past while you're playing it. But it is a bit of a problem.
Let's say I have no knowledge of the original DuckTales game, no nostalgic affinity for it. This is just a video game someone has released for $15 in 2013. What is there for me?
A solid action platformer that can be funny at times. Believe it or not, I don't have any nostalgia for the original DuckTales platformer either. I own it, but I very rarely can get it to work, and when I do play it, I have a lot of trouble with it. So, this new platformer, while it is by no means easy, controls a lot more smoothly than the NES original, I think. Which sort of goes against what I said in that the controls are mushy, but they're still passable. It's not like it's unplayable, and it controls a lot more smoothly than the NES original. But like you said, just coming from someone that has no nostalgia for the original, you have a very fun, very well-made, very colorful, happy platformer that's just a really nice feel-good game.
Is it possible to just go through the entire game pogo sticking everyone to death?
It's encouraged. The pogo stick mechanic is your primary attack. There are two primary attacks in DuckTales. One is the pogo stick attack, and the other is a sort of golf swing, which you can use to, golf swing rocks at enemies or treasure chests to knock them down. It's very simple in its gameplay, and if you don't like simple, I can appreciate that, but then there's also, it's a nice kind of simple. It's a refreshing kind of simple, I think. It isn't overcomplicated. It isn't too deep for, it's a game where you jump on the bad guys, and you get money, and you explore this stage. It's very straightforward, and I can appreciate that, but I can also understand where people would not.
Sure.
Also, a very common complaint in the reviews and online is that the cutscenes could use more brevity in them. And what they did for the cutscenes was originally they weren't planning on having many, and then Disney contacted WayForward and said, hey, do you guys want the original cast of the cartoon to come back and do all the voices? And so
yeah, I can see how that would, motivate them to get some cutscenes in there.
Yeah, so they went a little overboard in the cutscene department, in my opinion, where the voice actor for Scrooge, God bless him, he is given it his all, but he's 96 years old. And he sounds it. So, all of his dialogue, while it is enthusiastically done, is very slow and very tired sounding. It's very much sounds like a 96-year-old man.
Good for him for getting back in the recording booth, though.
Yeah, absolutely good for him for getting back in the recording booth, but unfortunately it does definitely sound like a 96-year-old man that took like a day off from his cancer treatment to come and do this. And that's not a joke, he did that.
Wow.
Like, legitimately, the guy is in treatment for cancer, and he took a day off of his treatment to come do this. And while that
I feel like I should just buy this game on principle now.
Yeah, while that is amazingly admirable, and I absolutely adore the fact that he was passionate enough about this game to do that, unfortunately it does impede his performance slightly. He sounds it. And the writing in the game is fun, all of the jokes are fun, but it's just so slow, and there's so many cutscenes. It breaks up the gameplay a lot, in that, like, every time you pick up a collectible in the stage, like, in order to elongate the stages compared to the NES games, because in the NES game, you could get through at the stage in like a minute if you knew where to go. So in order to lengthen the stages and have people, like, go everywhere in the stage, because the original had really big stages, but you could just get through them if you knew the right way to go. So in order to get people to play through these entire stages, they put 3 different collectibles in each stage, and you have to, like, go around the entire big-ass stage to collect all the things, and then you can unlock the boss room, and then you can fight the boss. Every time you collect one of these collectibles, Scrooge has a, 30-second long little dialogue scene where he quips with Launchpad McQuack or somebody, like, "Oh, I found myself this coin under the ground. I'm gonna radio Launchpad and tell him about the coin, and then Launchpad's gonna say something funny," and that keeps happening. And it doesn't take long between finding each collectible to get to that scene where it's like, okay, I just did this, and I'm out of the gameplay again, I'm not playing anymore, I have to sit through this thing. And the cutscenes are skippable, but then you have that, like, thing where it's like, I don't want to skip it. I don't want to skip these cutscenes, but I also don't really want to watch them. I want to keep playing the game.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a bit of a conundrum there.
It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing. Like, WayForward was handed all of this really, really nice stuff from Disney, and WayForward they couldn't say no to this, but every single thing that Disney gave them kind of impeded the gameplay a little bit. Like, it's really, really cool.
It also sounds like a case of nobody told WayForward no.
Yeah, I think that definitely they could have used someone to come up to WayForward and say, you did too much, we appreciate it, but you did way too fucking much. It's a fun game, there's a really fun game in there, but there's a lot of things wrong with it. But no one individual thing that's wrong with it makes it, like, not enjoyable. It's just, you kinda have to sit there and make do with the stuff that's wrong with it.
It's still recommendable, but there's some caveats?
Yes, it's definitely recommendable if you're, like, I can definitely understand if you're nostalgic for the original series, then you'll just absolutely eat up these cutscenes with Launchpad and, Scrooge McDuck, but as I was a very young babby in the 90s. I stopped being a 90s baby when I was 6. And it's like, I don't remember anything from before 6. So, when I watched DuckTales, it was like on Fox on Rabbit Ears when a rerun of it would come on, sometimes, maybe. So I don't have much nostalgia for the show, but I can still appreciate what's going on here. It's very, like, a person that grew up with the show, I would absolutely eat up these cutscenes, but if you didn't, then you're just kind of sitting through them, like, out of respect. Like, oh, I really don't want to skip, this 90-year-old cancer patient's, really enthusiastic, happy thing that he did. But I also really don't want to listen to it.
Yeah, I bet that guy really loves being Scrooge McDuck.
I could absolutely tell that. He was relishing the opportunity, certainly. But, once you've heard these cutscenes once, you don't really want to hear them again. And it's once, like, you've gotten a game over on a stage, and then you start it again, that you begin to realize exactly how many cutscenes there are, because you start A, start A, start A, okay, I'm skipping all of these things and it's like by the time you actually get to the stage, you press start A like 5 times.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get into the stage, and then you pick up your first collectible, and then like the little letterboxing zooms in to indicate a cutscene, and it's like, okay, start A, okay, I'm done. And it's like, as you've already seen everything, you slowly begin to realize exactly how many times you are forced to stop this game before you get to keep playing it again.
It's a shame you can't just hit a button and skip all the cutscene.
Yeah, I would definitely...
like all these cutscenes over and over and over, and each one like loads into the other, so you have to keep skipping. Mm-hmm. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, there are 3 cutscenes before you actually start a level. First you have the cutscene where it's like, okay, you pick the thing, so Scrooge turns to the boys and he's like, alright boys, we're going to Transylvania. And then there's like a very brief cutscene that shows Scrooge and the kids and Launchpad in the helicopter. And then there's another third cutscene where it's like Scrooge and the kids walk up to the mansion. It's like, alright, here we are in Transylvania. And it's like, oh man, I pushed the start button like 10 minutes ago. At this point. There's a really fun game in there. You just kind of have to put up with not being in it, I guess.
Sure.
I love this game and I want to recommend it to everybody, but it's like, please buy the game and please play it, but I don't blame you for skipping the cutscenes. If you have no nostalgia for them. And even if you do have nostalgia for them, I could definitely understand you getting annoyed with them, like really quickly.
But like, knowing that some guy stopped treating the deadly illness inside of him because he thought it would make me happy, I could not skip those cutscenes. I would feel like the worst human being in the world.
Absolutely. So,
I'll probably buy that game and then watch every cutscene.
Yeah, I bought it on the Wii U version, not for any particular reason, just so I could have something, to play on the Wii U.
Sure.
The Wii U has the best D-pad out of all the consoles that are out currently, so, it's sensible to buy it for that. If you have a Wii U and you're absolutely 100% desperate to play something on it, get DuckTales. It's a multi-platformer. It's not going to, it's not going to justify your purchase for the Wii U because it came out on everything else. But it's still fun and it's there. Not like Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse that isn't coming out for the Wii U, even though I thought it was.
Why is that? What?
Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse, the remake, is not coming out for the Wii U. I don't know why.
That seems like a really good fit. Nintendo's family friendly.
Nintendo's family friendly. Nintendo is family friendly. Nintendo's been the home of the Epic Mickey games, which both sold out really well, even though they weren't very good.
Those apparently did not sell well enough to keep the company afloat, because they closed Junction Point.
Yeah, Sega and Nintendo are really buddy-buddy, and it's Sega that's making this. And Nintendo is directly funding the next Sonic game, like it's being published as a second-party game by Nintendo. So, why isn't Castle of Illusion coming out on the Wii U?
That's really weird.
It really is weird, and they only just announced it like 2 days ago, or like last week or something. It was very recent.
The version will happen eventually.
Maybe, but it was like something that somebody had to ask. It's like in an interview, hey, is there going to be a Wii U version? And Capcom just said, no, there's no plans to do it. It's like, what? You've got this little kid platformer and you're not going to put it out on the Wii U? Why?
Well, no one owns a Wii U.
I guess.
If you want to ask why.
I mean, that is a completely valid reason that nobody fucking owns a Wii U. Except for you and me.
Just us.
And like a million other, no exaggeration, a million other people in this entire fucking world. Of like how many people live on the planet Earth? Like
7 billion.
7 billion. So out of that 7 billion, there is 1 million people that own a Wii U.
Minus everyone from the third world.
Yes. This is not a lot. But still, like, it can't have been that much effort to port it to the Wii U. It's just, I don't know. I'm upset.
That's the thing to be upset about, Steven.
I wanted to play that game with a good D-pad. Now I'm gonna have to play it on the PS3 with that D-pad. The PS3's D-pad is not good. it is literally squishy, as opposed to figuratively squishy like the controls in DuckTales.
Good job, Steven. You brought it around.
Absolutely.
Anything else you played?
Not that I can think of that I feel like yammering on about for another hour. So you go on ahead then.
I haven't really had as much time to play games because I am leaving on Tuesday to go off for pre-orientation for my college, and then I have orientation for my college, and then during orientation I have to sign up for all my classes, so I have got a lot of stuff to do. I got to get into some more Payday 2. I wanted to see how that game was post-launch. There's a review up on the site now. I give it a 4 out of 5. I like it. I like Payday 2 a lot. Steven, you should get into that game. You still have that code that I sent you, you fucking ingrate.
I installed it. I installed Payday 2.
Congratulations, you installed it.
I've had other things that I've been playing,
now
Mike. I had things that I bought with my money that I would like to play.
So, one of my issues with Payday 2 when I was playing it, but I didn't mention in the review because it's pre-release code, I don't really know how it's going to shake out when it releases, is I had kind of a hard time finding games, and you need to play with other people. Your AI partners will not help you during the heists. So imagine my surprise when I get on, I think Tuesday, the day the game launched, and millions of people are playing at once. I just hop on, and there are more games than, the map can contain. So, one of my worries is pretty much gone. But with that comes this really weird issue of people already, and that game has not even been out a week, people already know all that game's secrets. I was playing a nightclub level, 10 p.m. on launch day of Payday 2, 10 p.m. And people already knew where all the spawn points were, where to go, what to do, where all the civilians were. They already had that game down pat. So I think maybe playing with your friends is the right way to go here. Unless your friends are crazy Payday 2 enthusiasts and they have already got everything memorized and mapped out. I'm sure, due to the limited nature of that game, there's only so much you can map out. They only have so many options. The cops can only spawn here, here, and here. It's only a $30 game. It looks like a $30 game. There are parts where it feels like a $30 game. Even though it is enjoyable, I can see how someone would be able to memorize it pretty quickly. Do try and avoid that if you can. It definitely loses a lot of its luster if you're just going through the motions. Payday 2 is at its best when everything is going wrong at all times. There are bullets flying everywhere. You got an automated turret on one side of the room mowing down cops. Well, you got some armored units trying to flank you. There's poison gas in the air. You're almost out of ammo, so you have to just melee all the cops. And oh no, all your friends are down, so you gotta hole up in this back room. When Payday 2 goes crazy, that's when it's absolutely at its best. But if you play a hard game, there's a really good chance you'll be with people who know everything and are super leveled up and have taken a lot of the challenge out of it. So yeah, I think what I said in the review stands true. This is definitely a game to play with friends. And besides that, there is something I did want to talk about though, but it's not game related. It's just something that happened to me today. I accidentally cheated Wendy's out of 20 chicken nuggets.
Oh?
So, I wanted to turn some cash into a gift card so I could buy some things off Amazon. So I go down, I get my vanilla MasterCard. From the grocery store, I just go up on my phone and make the purchase, and then I've got a couple cents left on the MasterCard. I'm still out shopping because I got some more stuff to buy, before I leave on Tuesday. So I figure, okay, it's getting close to dinner time. I know there's food at home, but I'm not gonna be home for a couple more hours. I'm gonna get a couple chicken nuggets from the Wendy's, drive up there, use the last couple cents on the card to, eradicate the tax or something. So I go up there and say, hey, I'll have some chicken nuggets. I drive up to the first window. I hand the guy out the card. I got my other card ready, my debit card. And he just swipes the card, hands it back to me and says, there you go, sir. Pull up to the second window. I am so confused because it was a $50 card. My Amazon purchase was $49.52. And the chicken nuggets were not 48 cents. I pull up to the next window, someone opens the window and said, hey, you wanted 20 chicken nuggets, right? I didn't know what to say. I said yes, and before I could say, wait, no, I just wanted a couple, They pull open the window, hand you 20 chicken nuggets, and say, "Have a nice day, sir," and then close the window.
I envy you, sir.
Well, now you know, Stephen. Now you know the technique. To getting many chicken nuggets when you do not plan on having that many chicken nuggets.
That reminds me of when McDonald's had their little promotion where you could get like 10 chicken nuggets or some shit for like $5. Except you managed to get 20 chicken nuggets for 48 cents.
Not even. Like, I think that card might even still have money in it. I don't know what happened in their machine that let the thing go through. That's just weird. I should really look at that Wendy's receipt and see if it says I have anything left on that vanilla MasterCard. And I ate every one of those chicken nuggets. Even though I didn't want to eat all those chicken nuggets and I didn't feel like eating of them. When life hands you 20 free chicken nuggets, no matter what you have waiting at home, you eat those fucking chicken nuggets before life realizes the mistake that it's made. You
do not turn your nose up at 20 chicken nuggets.
And they're Wendy's chicken nuggets, the good ones.
Oh yeah. Were they spicy?
No, I can't handle the spicy. Ever since Burger King stopped having the good nuggets, now Wendy's is the designated good nugget place.
Man, when has Burger King ever had the good anything? Like, Burger King had the good chicken fries for a little bit, and then they stopped doing those.
Burger King is like right in the middle.
Yeah, Burger King is like...
At least mine is anyway. My Burger Kings are all competent. If they salt your fries enough, then those fries are pretty fucking good, but otherwise they're kind of bland.
I don't care much for Burger King. Burger King is like the place that you go when there is just literally nothing else around.
Sure.
Like, for me, it's like, is there a Wendy's nearby? No. Is there a McDonald's nearby? No. Fuck, is there an Arby's nearby? No, there isn't even an Arby's. Is Burger King,
Arby's is always my last choice, except for the fries.
Arby's is good as fuck. I don't know what your problem is.
See, for me, Burger King is the place I go where I've eaten at every other place in town recently, and I have no.
You just don't want to like repeat,
right? I don't want to be the guy who comes back in the second night and orders the same thing because
you don't want to be the regular.
Yeah, no,
you don't want to become the regular Burger King guy.
Well, everyone in East Aurora is kind of a regular everywhere because the town is so small and there's only so many people. But
you don't want people walking, you don't want to walk into McDonald's and have people know your name.
Right. Or even worse, know your order. And have it ready for you.
Don't you wanna go to the McDonald's where everyone knows your name?
Wendy's is good though.
Wendy's is good.
All of Wendy's is good. Five Guys is the best though.
If you don't like Arby's, you can get the fuck out of my face.
I only have their fries.
Don't you get a roast beef sandwich, dude? Get some of their cheese sticks. Their cheese sticks are top notch.
Chicken's alright.
You don't like cheese sticks?
I'm not a big cheese guy.
You want to fucking get out of this goddamn chat right now? You want to die?
I have just a mild cheese allergy. It's not even that bad. It depends on how cooked cheese is.
It's fine. It's a biological defect. I understand.
Like if
you are a defected man.
If I burn pizza, I'll be fine. But like if I eat milk, if I drink a glass of milk, I am fucking unable to breathe for most of the night.
Burnt pizza is acceptable. I can dig burnt pizza. It's good. Everybody treats me like I'm a weirdo when I was like, oh man, the pizza's burned. I love it.
I have so much Mr. Pizza in my freezer, and I've just been burning all of it.
I envy you.
Mr. Pizza is so damn good.
For the listeners, I went to Buffalo, New York exactly once. And though I did not...
Once was enough.
Though I did not visit Mike because I did not want to, at the time... This was back when we had done like 2 episodes of Velocity Gamer.
No, way before that.
This was
during the Laserbeak days.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that.
No, I guarantee you it was during the Laserbeak days.
Well, regardless.
This is back when you still hated me.
This was back when I still hated Mike.
As opposed to the mild contempt you have now.
I suppose it was before I talked to Mike every week. And because I built up a tolerance to talking to Mike because talking to Mike is similar to talking to myself. So I did not actually visit him, but I very happily took his recommendations for local cuisine.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the places that he recommended was Mr. Pizza. And though it was somewhat of an awkward experience, going in there and actually ordering the pizza, because when I went in there, I was just, I was expecting like a restaurant, but instead this place was like a closet with like a, like...
Yeah, it's fucking small.
It was like a closet that had, just like a booth and a place where you can order, and I walked up to the thing and was like, "Hi, I'd like to get this pizza," and he's like, "Alright, it'll be 20 minutes, and I just kinda looked around and was like, there's nowhere to sit. And I just kinda like leaned up against the wall and stood there, and he kinda looked at me, he's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "I'm waiting for my pizza." It's like, he said, "It's gonna be 20 minutes, go somewhere." Oh. So I ended up just kinda sitting out in the car, waiting for my pizza.
What else did you have while you were in Buffalo?
I think that was it. I wanted to get, the original buffalo wings, but that was naturally completely packed, as I can imagine the original buffalo wings are every single day since they hung up the sign.
Yeah, Anchor Bar is always pretty packed. If you want to get good wings, though, because Anchor Bar is okay, they're not fantastic. You can find the Pasquale's. You'll never come back here. What am I saying this?
I was about to say,
For the listeners, if you come up to Western New York, find a Pasquale's. They have the best wings. No competition.
There was another restaurant. It was not in Buffalo, but it was some kind of bar that had, like, paintings and junk all over the walls. It was very interesting.
TGI Fridays.
It was not TGI Fridays. I don't remember what this place was called, but it was a very fun little visit. It had really good food, but for the life of me, I can't remember what the hell this place was called.
Sounds like you don't remember a lot of your Buffalo trip, except for Mr. Pizza.
I remember Mr. Pizza, and I remember going to Niagara Falls.
Mr. Pizza was really good.
Mr. Pizza was arguably better than Niagara Falls.
You went to the shitty American one, though.
No, I went to the Canadian one.
Oh, you went to the Canadian one?
No, I distinctly remember because I actually got held up at the border.
Oh, yeah, I think you told this story on the podcast with the guns.
Yes, I guess I'll just tell it again because it's fun as hell to tell.
It's really good.
I was going up there in my former stepdad's, big red American pickup truck. And, when we got to the border, the Canadian people, they tapped on the window and they said, "Hi, how are you doing? What are you coming to Canada for?" And it's like, "Oh, we're coming to see the falls." "Oh, okay, that's wonderful. Okay, so do you have any guns? Their exact question was, do you own guns? And, naturally, my stepdad, being a fucking idiot, said, yes, we do own guns. And immediately we got detained. And it wasn't like a violent detaining or anything, it was more like they politely asked us to please pull over. It's like, "Well, okay, please pull over here so we can search your vehicle. Where are the guns right now? Would you like to declare where the guns are?" And my mom just kind of looked right in the Canadian guy, Border Patrol guy's face and said, "They're back in Georgia. We own guns. We do not have any." And even though... I don't know
your mom, and I still like her.
She's I got lucky on the mom lottery, and I'm not just saying that because she listens to every single one of these episodes.
She sounds like an interesting character.
She is the reason that I am so fucked up today.
The one reason?
The main contributing reason that I react the way that I do to my environment.
That's a great way of putting it, Stephen.
Mm-hmm. So, even though we did get still detained at the Canadian border for all of 20 minutes while they searched the truck for guns and did not find any, we still had a nice enough time in Canada. We saw the big water, and we got cold, and we laughed at a marijuana store but did not go inside. And that's my story of how I went to Canada.
How riveting. You left out the marijuana part. This is like bonus content.
It's not even it's a detail in a story. We just saw a marijuana store, and my mom turned to me and is like, "Hey, Steven, do you want to smoke a joint?" And I'm just like, no. And she's like, "Good." So.
I went to the marijuana museum when I was in Amsterdam.
Uh-huh.
It's glorious. Everything about Amsterdam is my fucking favorite city out of everywhere.
Did you get all toked up and stoned 420 in Amsterdam?
No, that's the best part. Amsterdam is great even if you're not drunk and high and having sex with a prostitute all the time. But if you want to do that stuff, it's there and legal.
So wait a minute, you mean to tell me that you went to Amsterdam, went to a marijuana museum, went to the red light district, and yet you did not get wasted, smoke, or fuck a 40-year-old prostitute?
I was there with my mother and brother. It would have been difficult.
You went to Amsterdam with your family.
Yes, Stephen, I'm gonna pay for an Amsterdam trip myself.
Why did your family want to go to Amsterdam? This is the same woman that did not let you play video games because they were sinful and also the devil. And yet she took you to Satan, she took you to, like, Satan Town.
Amsterdam is a pretty fucking rad city, I gotta say.
You went to the place where people in the rest of the world go to smoke weed. It's like, hey guys, I'm going to Amsterdam. Oh, alright, don't get too high on the drugs.
I actually have a kind of funny Amsterdam story.
Do you?
Yeah, yes, it's a fun, fantastic city. So Amsterdam has canals, kind of like Venice. And my mom had some friends there. I forget what it is they do, but they're Americans, they travel a lot, or whatever.
They smoked weed.
They smoke weed for a living.
For a
weed
living.
Smoking takes them all over the world. So, we were going through the canals on this rented boat, and apparently, while I don't even remember what I was doing, staring at a potato chip or something, my brother says, holy shit, look at all the prostitutes, or something to that effect. And by the time I turned my head, we have passed what was apparently a literal wall of prostitution. Like, all these prostitutes were standing in a window. It was this huge building, all lit up red. Prostitutes were standing in the window with menus. As if, like, you could order something.
Yes, I'd like to order, a Handy J.
To go.
I'd like a Handy J to go, please. Oh, I'm not very horny. I'll just have a Handy J right now.
While I'm here, you know.
I would jack off, but I've got an extra 20, so.
The American spirit.
It's like, I don't feel like cleaning up after I JO, so I'll get a Handy J from one of the local prostitutes. I'll just order one from the window shopping menu.
We went to this old church, like,
they have churches in Amsterdam. I was not aware.
So we went to this old ass church, and this is the same thing that happened. I missed the prostitutes. Apparently there were two prostitutes. Like they had this razor thin mattress, like apparently stained with various fluids. And they were just sitting there,
Really?
barely clothed, old as balls, with another menu right across from the church.
Do you think they were nuns with bad habits?
Oh, I fucking love Steven, we need to go to Amsterdam for, like, official choo-choo business.
Official choo-choo business in Amsterdam, huh?
There needs to be something
you're saying,
in my favorite city.
So basically you're saying, Mike, that you would love to get stoned and fuck some whores with me. Is that what you're saying?
No, Steven, I figured that since you're never going to get laid, I might as well take you to Amsterdam.
Thank you, Mike. I'm going to kill myself.
Well, don't do it before we get to Amsterdam, cause this is a pretty fucking fantastic city. I recommend it.
What did you do in Amsterdam if you didn't get high or fuck bitches?
For one thing, it's gorgeous. Like, you can just walk around and look at Amsterdam and have a good time.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We went to this little crate place that also serve, poffertjes. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. These tiny little pancake things, and smeared them in Nutella and powdered sugar. And it was the greatest thing I have ever tasted. We went to a lot of historical sites, not cities. Just basically fucked around. The Pop Museum was a highlight, and since it was my mom, we went to a lot of boring history museums that me and my brother just kind of made fun of the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Amsterdam is really, really good. If you can only go to one place in the world, that's a good place to go.
I'm still astonished that you went to a pot museum, and yet somehow didn't leave that place giggling and feeling all tingly.
They had weed just fucking growing in the pot museum. There's just a section where you can see the weed they are growing to sell.
You act as if that's shocking, though.
No, but like, after living in America, the brazenness of the marijuana is just fantastic to see.
I can imagine. I can only imagine that you get something similar at like Snoop Dogg's house.
And they also have weed vending machines.
Weed vending machines.
Yes, in the weed museum, they have weed vending machines.
That sounds like that's actually that's the first time in your description of Amsterdam that you've actually stunned me a little bit.
Amsterdam is so fucking great.
Like, I'm thinking of, like, how do you get weed in America? You go to, like, a dealer. You go meet, like, Slim Shady in his, like, rotten-ass house.
But in Amsterdam, you just put some coins into a machine and out pops the joint.
It's like you go over to, like, this, like, really skinny white dude's house that has dreads, and it's like, hey, man, how do you get your, pot connections? Like, oh, it's easy. My dad has, like, an incurable disease, and they just send him weed, and then I sell it. But no, go to Amsterdam and get out of a vending machine. That's fine.
One of these days, Steven, we're all just gonna, me, you, and John, we're gonna save up our money, go to Amsterdam, and film everything.
I think John wouldn't handle it too well.
Oh, but then we definitely need to bring John.
We definitely need to film it if we brought John. Poor John.
I love John, but I also love tormenting him. It's like the DuckTales conundrum.
Tormenting John is like bothering a cat. You shouldn't be mean to the cat because the cat is so nice, but it's so funny to fuck with a cat.
And like the audience is split. I've had requests from people who want me to like be even meaner to John, and people who say you gotta lay off John.
You gotta lay off John, man. He's just so sweet, and that's the reason that we're so mean to him. Love you, John, if you ever listen to this.
We really do appreciate John, but we also just love making fun of him.
John, you're a good friend, but you're also a lot of fun to rip on.
After years of me and Steven just ripping on each other, it's nice to have fresh meat.
Yes. Mike and I guess we just have thick skin to it.
Ridiculously thick by this point.
Yeah, we're like living calluses right now, so I guess our sick amusement derives from the fact that John is about as thick as a marshmallow.
I like that.
I just like to reiterate that my mom makes fun of him for being so sensitive. My mom has used the word adorable in describing John's flustered demeanor when people bring up the squigs. So, if you don't agree with my mom, listeners, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with Steven's mom. She has a Twitter account.
Do you know my mom? Do you know my mom? No, you fucking don't. Shut the hell up.
So Microsoft has recently released something about their Kinect.
Oh,
in that incredible segue I just did.
Video games. Yes, evidently Microsoft has announced that you can unplug Kinect from the Xbox One.
Hey Steven, remember when they said Kinect was the thing that they can't get rid of?
Remember when they said that the DRM was so integral to the console that they could not absolutely in no possible conceivable way get rid of it?
Some engineers in Microsoft are fucking tearing their hair out right now.
I'm thinking that, okay, so obviously the Xbox One's DRM was structured so that they could guarantee $60 for each video game sale.
Sure.
Is that something that, yes, you can agree with that. That is what the scheme was. And they were going to pass it off as, oh, well, with this new digital distribution and, discs and whatnot, you could have super cheap game sales. And that's why you can't sell them, because you can't trade them, because they're just going to be so cheap, It's going to be just like Steam. And obviously there were never any intentions to bring it to, be that way. And they got people saw through this, and they're like, we couldn't possibly get rid of it. It's okay though, it's going to be fine. And then people still didn't buy it, so they got rid of it.
I think that's oversimplifying it a bit. Like, as we've said earlier on this podcast, it was Sony at E3, it was the reaction of Microsoft at E3, it was the Jimmy Fallon, it was the military, it was the general public knowing about this kind of thing, and then it was probably pre-order numbers to seal the deal.
Yeah, there were definitely a lot of contributing factors, but it's fair to simplify it the way that I did, in that Microsoft was very desperately trying to, use this scheme. It's like, okay, we're going to guarantee $60 each time someone buys a game. That was the plan, and then they got called out by pretty much every single possible factor. It's like, no, Microsoft, that is not something that you can do. That is not cool. So, then they tried to excuse themselves by saying, oh, well, we couldn't possibly get rid of it, and nobody relented, so then they got rid of it. And now with the NSA spying deal in the news recently, the big hot button topic, and it coming to light even more recently that the NSA and Microsoft got into agreements with each other. Now the Kinect is gone.
That. You might have to
that was. I'll link it to you later. But there was something came out recently. It was very open. Microsoft had agreed to release information to the NSA if they are asked, and that included Kinect recordings. So now the Kinect is off. The thing that they had it's very odd to observe the history of the Xbox One before it has come out.
Yeah.
Because it's basically been no guys, these features are good things, and then nobody accepted them as good things, and then they tried to say, you'll miss it when it's gone, and then nobody did, so then they just got rid of it and quietly shuffled their feet. It's an odd little up and down roller coaster of, no, you'll miss it, no, we don't want it, no, you'll miss it, no, we don't want it. And then, okay, fine, it's gone, but it's not because you said anything. Very unsavory.
So, here's my thing about the Kinect now.
Yeah.
Why am I paying that extra $100 to have it in the box? And I know why I'm paying the extra $100. In theory, it's so developers know that every SKU comes with a Kinect, and therefore they'll be more inclined to develop for it. Why am I paying the $100? I do not give a flying fuck whether this thing takes off or not. That's the part of this I'm the most interested in hearing them spin. Mm-hmm. Because that's still a $500 box.
The most entertaining part of this whole debacle is hearing Microsoft's latest set of justifications, I think.
I feel so bad for Major Nelson.
I do too. I feel sorry for everybody in Microsoft that was not directly involved in this scheme, for lack of a better word.
Sure.
Because it was a scheme. This was a plan, a bunch of people sat down and said, we are going to guarantee that we're going to make the maximum amount of money from game sales with this scheme. And then they got called out on it, and now they can't.
Well, what they need to do this generation in order to build up goodwill for the next one is just make good on their promises without the obtrusive DRM shit, and that way, when they inevitably try it again next generation, that way they'll have a leg to stand on. Have the crazy Steam sales, have, the games sharing and shit like that.
I guess. I think it's like you said, though, it's still $100 more expensive, yes. But the hardware in the PlayStation 4 is objectively better than the stuff that's in the Xbox One right now. The components are more powerful.
I don't think the layman cares about that.
Are you kidding? Do you not remember Genesis does what Nintendo don't? The public definitely cares about a system having, they will go, Sony has an advantage here. They can say, our system has better parts in it than the Xbox One, and the public will care because they understand those words. The public doesn't understand what a teraflop is. They don't understand that. They don't understand what the difference between two processors is, but they do understand that Sony can legally come forward and say, our system has objectively better parts in it than the Xbox One, because it's true.
Sure, but going back to the
Genesis and it's $100 cheaper
comparison, who eventually won that?
Okay, that's fair. That was a bad idea. But it was a bad idea to use that as an example, but that was a very successful marketing campaign until the Super Nintendo came out. And I think that was the defining difference there, is that Microsoft can't shit out a better console in, the span of 5 years. This isn't they can't put out a Super Nintendo.
So where do you think the Wii U fits into all this? Do you think we'll see a holiday 2013 where people see all three boxes on shelves and see the $350 that the Wii U costs?
Definitely. I definitely think that the Wii U will pick up by the end of this year, because I know that Nintendo is planning on a relaunch in September to get more awareness out for the console. And that also explains why Wonderful 101 and Wind Waker HD are both coming out in September. It's all part of this big thing to get the word out that the Wii U is just not a new controller. So, by December, I think the Wii U will be competent, at the very least.
Sure. I think just like having all three prices on there together, 500, 400, 350, 300 even if they keep that, that market, that, the second SKU,
the basic unit.
The basic going.
Yeah, the basic unit.
Just like seeing those three prices to the average consumer, the marketing isn't going to matter as much because that's like money right there.
Absolutely. By this December, there's going to be a $500 console, a $400 console, and a $350 Wii console. And I know that Nintendo, like I've gone on record in the past as saying that the Wii U was a stupid-ass name.
Everyone has.
Everyone thinks that the Wii U is a stupid-ass name at this point, because it's the reason that nobody knows what it is. But, come Christmas, people are going to sit there and they're going to look at this and they're going to see, okay, well, the new PlayStation is like $400. The new Xbox is $500. Oh, what's this? A new Wii? I think I heard something about that in September. And look at that. It's $350. I'll get this for little Jimmy Buttfuck. Like, that will eventually take place. And hopefully by then there will be more than 2 games for the Wii U. Maybe there won't be. But that's fine, because there'll still be something. And I also think that maybe Wind Waker HD will sell consoles on the virtue of people, okay, I'm old enough to be pandered to by nostalgia. I played the Wind Waker as a kid. That was the game that I played when I was like 11. So I'm old enough to be pandered to by that now. So are other people. There are people older than me that can also be pandered to by this game. So I think that people are going to see Wind Waker HD and they're going to think, oh shit, I remember that game from well over 10 years ago. I'm going to buy this game console to play it again in HD. Oh man, this is going to be so great. So
sure, they're also going to have
Wonderful 101.
I mean, like a larger back catalog than the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, and it can play all their Wii games.
That is true. It can still play old Wii games, which is something that PlayStation 4 and Xbox cannot say for themselves for some reason.
Backwards compatibility is truly backwards, Stephen.
Backwards compatibility is just, why would you want that? Why would you not want to play these brand new games that, aren't everything that's on the disc? Like, why would you want to play these good games that you still have and still held on to for a reason?
The backwards compatibility thing should be interesting. I don't know if, people are going to know about that beforehand, or they're going to find out after they bought the console, and then Nintendo comes out with, hey, remember all those Wii games you have? Guess what works on them? And we got all these new games that work for the new system. Yeah,
it's neither console going for backwards compatibility is just such a mistake. Because it was really the Xbox 360 and the PS3 generation where gamers became a thing.
Sure.
Gaming became mainstream with this generation, so a lot of people have a lot of games for their PlayStation 3, and they're not gonna just want to throw that shit away. So I think that when those consoles launch, I think there's going to be a lot of displeased normies that buy a PlayStation 4 and think, wait a minute, I traded in my PlayStation 3 to get this PlayStation 4 and I can't play all the stuff that I presently like. And I think a lot of those people are going to be children, and I think that, the Nintendo can play all the games that I've got, so there you go.
So what we're saying is this console race is going to be interesting as hell.
It really is going to be. Especially for people that are in the know observing people that are not in the know. Because people in the know, we are not the target audience, surprisingly. We are not the people that make a difference when it comes down to numbers. It is the people that don't know fucking anything. For the most part. So, it's always interesting to see what exactly goes on in this market of the uninformed as an informed person. For example, there was a period when the Wii U first launched that, several sites were running articles saying, people didn't know that Wii U games don't work on the Wii because this is on articles, news articles everywhere, consumer alert, you can't, this. So it's always interesting to see that, and with this upcoming generation, I feel like there's going to be a lot of different articles on different subjects where the normal people are not up to date with the information, and stuff happens because of that, and that will be fun. That will be very fun to watch. Are you there, Mike? Mike? Mike! Oh my goodness, Mike, he's dead. Oh.
Actually, I've been here the whole time. I just wanted to see how long you would go.
Oh, well, I was getting ready to make a masturbation joke, so... I'm glad you stopped me.
Oh, come on, Stephen. You will take literally any opportunity you can get to talk about your junk. Or the junk of other men.
It's true.
What joke were you going to go for? Just out of curiosity.
I was just going to start making, like, jacking off noises.
So, GTA 5 for PC.
Yes.
You know more about that than I do.
Well, there's not much to know, really. NVIDIA, a graphics card manufacturer for those of you who are not the PC gamers, they recently confirmed, sort of, that, oh, yeah, of course GTA 5 is going to be out on the PC. We're working on the drivers for it. And then, like, a week later, they said, what? No, we never said that. GTA 5 is not coming out for the PC. What are you talking about? We don't know anything. What? So, GTA 5 is coming out for the PC. No matter what NVIDIA would try to convince you otherwise a week later.
Yeah, I bet you anything someone at Rockstar sent a very angry email to someone at NVIDIA.
Hey, what are you doing? We were going to make that a surprise. We were going to have a TF2 hats. It was going to be a big thing.
I'm really excited because this means I can finally play Grand Theft Auto 5. Because I was never going to play that game if it was just consoles.
Yeah, that game doesn't look like a console game. Like, I don't understand why people thought, oh yes, this fantastic looking game is going to be, current gen.
Not only that, but like, oh, this fantastic looking game with 3 playable characters that you can switch into at any time is going to run at all.
Yeah, these games don't... Like, they're trying to tell me that this game's going to come out for the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3.
Like, Saints Row 4 doesn't run very well... No, Saints Row 3 even doesn't run very well on my 360. And that game does not have to keep track of 3 different AI at any time that you can just apparently jump into.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, PlayStation, like... I know that it'll come out on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, but the stuff that we've been seeing for it so far was not running on a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox 360.
No,
it was most definitely running on a high-power PC. And for them to, like, pussyfoot around on the announcement, it's like, oh, I don't know if we're gonna release it for the PC, you guys. I think it might be an Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 exclusive. I don't know. It's like, fuck off.
I bet you there will be a new console version.
Yeah, probably. But it's just like, man, fuck off. We know it. It's gonna happen. Just stop.
Like, you would have my pre-order money already if you just came out and said it.
It's like, why don't you want the PC people to come forth and say, here's our money. We know it's going to happen. Just put it up on Steam already so we can put our money in there. Let it happen. Why are you being bitches?
Maybe, like, GTA 4 was pirated a shit ton.
No, though, because GTA 4 run like shit on the PC. And it had games for Windows Live, and nobody wants to fuck with that shit.
I heard rumors a while back that there was some Rockstar team being formed to, exclusively work on PC ports, and that we would be seeing a Red Dead PC at some point.
Yeah, but I heard that shit like 3 years ago.
I mean, like, recently, though. Like, a couple months. Not, July, I think? Late July is when I heard it.
Well, we'll see, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been hearing rumors about Red Dead PC since it came out.
I don't think there is a single person on the planet who would not buy Red Dead PC. Even starving children in Africa would buy Red Dead for PC.
Yes, I can confirm this as a matter of fact, that starving children in Africa are PC gamers. And they will buy Red Dead for the PC.
Hey kid, I know you're really hungry and thirsty and you don't have any healthcare, but sign my petition. I want to shoot a guy in the face on my PC. The PC that I spent $1,500 on. Sign my petition.
It's one of those Arms of the Angels commercials where they just show the really sad African children and like sad animals, except they're all holding petitions that say GTA 5 PC. Please, just spare some of your time and sign my petition to get GTA 5 on the PC. We just want to play Red Dead. Is that so much to ask? In the arms of the angels. And if a small dog sleeping on like a bed of like, I don't know, petitions.
This dog will be put down if Rockstar doesn't give me John Marston on PC.
There are so many animals that need your help to play Grand Theft Auto on the PC. Just donate a small amount of your time and visit a local animal shelter so that you can sign their petitions, because animals cannot write. Please.
And there's like
think
this
of the animals.
cutesy little cartoon of a cartoon puppy putting his paw on the petition.
Oh. Please. This message has been approved by the USPCA of America.
Oh goddamn, we are terrible human beings.
Not really. I think that those 5-minute long Arms of the Angels like animal shelter commercials are pretty fair fucking territory, because I don't think there's a single person on the planet that likes those or is genuinely moved by them, as they are just annoyed as fuck by them because they make you feel bad and they're so fucking long.
They are pretty damn long.
Like, those commercials were like a listed bullet point on my reasons for not having a TV anymore.
TV sucks.
TV really sucks.
Just like, so much of it is the worst garbage. Like, the only new thing I could think of that people like is Duck Dynasty, and that's okay.
Duck Dynasty. Did you see the beard that I found at Walmart?
Oh yes, tell the listeners about this.
I was at Walmart for shits and giggles. I was going out to buy the Wii card so that I could buy DuckTales with it. And I poked my nose into the Transformers aisle, and naturally they had rearranged fucking everything, but, I looked at the Transformers aisle, oh, it's all empty, okay, I'll go to the Lego aisle. And in the Lego aisle, I found, in the midst of all of the Legos, one very powerful piece of merchandise. It was a face with the words Duck Dynasty Roleplay Beard written on it.
Roleplay Beard. It's like it's a Power Rangers toy, like the Roleplay Morpher or something.
Yes, it was the Duck Dynasty Roleplay Beard. And what it was a small quilt for your face that was brown and made to look like a beard. And you would wear the quilt on your face and pretend that you were a inbred redneck hillbilly going out to hunt ducks. This was the intention of the product, and it was in the Lego aisle. And I cannot help but wonder, why was it there?
Because it's Walmart, dude.
Yeah, that's exactly why it was there. I don't even know why I wondered. It was the funniest fucking thing
in Georgia.
A Walmart in Georgia with the Duck Dynasty Roleplay Beard.
You cannot get any more southern than that.
It was astounding to see that thing.
I think the only reason that show doesn't viciously enrage me the same way like most reality shows do.
I don't even know what kind of show it is.
It is basically, it pretends to be a reality show, but it is so clearly scripted that it is basically The Office with rednecks. It's worth a watch, even if you don't like reality TV. I got over my knee-jerk hatred for it pretty quickly. Once I actually sat down with it.
Redneck The Office with role-play beards.
Yeah, Breaking Bad is the only good thing on TV. Like, rest of it is the worst garbage. My family, when my aunt was still living here as of a couple days ago, she had the Lifetime the Hallmark channel on the whole goddamn time.
Hallmark channel.
So there were all these movies, and they were all the same movie, and they were all the worst.
Let me summarize for you every single Hallmark movie ever made. Okay, so there's this girl This girl, this lady, she falls in love with a boy. The boy does something bad to her. That's it.
But then they have to fall back in love. Or she falls in love with the other guy.
She either falls back in love with the man that hurt her, or she gets her revengeance.
The Hallmark Channel presents a Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Raiden
I can't believe Courtney left me.
Raiden is the career-oriented woman.
Blade Wolf, what do I do? I think you should fuck what that hoe thinks, Raiden. I could just imagine, like, Raiden sitting on a sofa eating ice cream, calling up Jetstream Sam. What do I do, Sam? What do I do? I think that you should fuck that bitch and get on with your life.
They have the regular Metal Gear, or they have a regular Hallmark Channel movie, but with the Metal Gear Revengeance soundtrack.
Man. I'm just not gonna be able to get this mental image of Raiden just eating ice cream and sobbing because someone broke up with him.
I think we should have a regular feature on this show. Games reimagined as Hallmark Channel movies. Like DMC,
God.
the Hallmark Channel movie.
Fuck you! No,
I can't tell whether that was genuine or a quote.
Fuck you! I'm your prom date, you ugly sack of shit. Oh, he's so dreamy.
Oh my god. Yeah, stay tuned for that next week when I actually bother to come up with one of those.
That's dumb. Dumb. I love it.
Next week, BioShock Infinite, the Hallmark Channel movie. I already have an idea of how that one's going to go.
That's already a fucking Hallmark Channel movie.
Let me just make sure if we have any questions, because I made this questions post real late.
Mm-hmm.
Which was my fault. I entirely copped to that. I'm gonna check the podcast Twitter from my phone. Nope, no questions. Steven, do you have any questions for me?
Why do we keep doing this stupid show?
Because you have fun, whether you like it or not.
I do have fun. Okay, question. Okay, I
got one for you.
Okay, go ahead.
So, we're almost done with this generation. It's almost over. Finally.
Thank God.
What would you say your favorite games from this generation have been, your least favorite? I mean, I'd like to do like some official choo-choo end of generation thing once the 360 and the PS3 are finally done, but like, what are your front runners for right now and your bottom runners?
Best games of the generation, naturally Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. That game is great in every single way, and terrible in just the best ways possible. I would also like to put Bayonetta in that category for the same reasons, though it was not as fantastic as Revengeance was.
It's not called Revengeance, for one thing.
Exactly. I would like to put No More Heroes 1 and 2 on that list. I love both of those games. Fantastic soundtracks, absolutely hilarious.
Walking Dead,
definitely. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And the worst games that you've played all generation.
BioShock Infinite. Jesus, Uncharted 1 is pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
I keep looking over like my shelf, like expecting to see like a 360 game that I didn't enjoy, and then I remember that I tried them all in. Oh, that's another fantastic game that I played was Dark Souls.
Oh yeah,
one of my favorites this generation. I'm trying to think like what character action games have I played that I really enjoyed. Like I keep coming up with games that I wish I played, but I can't find yet. Like Vanquish. I want to play that, but I haven't. So I'm just gonna like put a blanket statement into everything by Platinum ever. But worst games. I don't really think I played too many genuinely offensive games this generation that are just objectively bad because I just, I'm careful. Damn, you're putting me on the spot for this one.
I was gonna bring up some kind of game to you, but then I forgot what it was, because it's almost midnight.
I'm going to look at my Steam library and see if I can find anything that I thought was awful.
Well,
let's see.
That would make
Fez. Fez is the worst game of the generation. I didn't play it, and I have no intention of playing it until it's in a humble bundle where I can put all of the money to charity so that nobody that worked on the game will see a cent of it.
Damn,
Limbo.
that is ridiculously harsh to the other person who worked on that game.
I don't care. I don't want to give Phil Fish money. Limbo, I thought was immensely overrated. It was that game where you played as the little black boy running around in the forest. I thought it was very stupid. It was, like, the definition of too deep for you. Like, oh, you don't like Limbo? Oh, I guess you just didn't get it. It's a little black boy in the woods, and he gets eaten a lot of different ways, and you solve puzzles, and the puzzles are dumb. Dear Esther was a hot piece of garbage. I wish that I had never wasted my time on that god-awful game. I don't know if that counts as a gen, because it was a PC game.
It came out within the generation.
I suppose then it's fair to call it that. Let's see. Rogue Warrior. No, is it Rogue Warrior? Yes, it is. Rogue Warrior. One of the worst games just in general. It is hilarious. You should play it.
What is it?
It is a game that came in a Bethesda bundle that I bought 2 years ago and just recently installed on a whim. And it is basically an old man's masturbation session as he recounts the events of a thing that he did in, like, China or Vietnam or something that never actually happened. Like, it's actually based on some dude's autobiography, but, like, the dialogue, which is, like, the game is awful and just buggy as all fuck, and the dialogue, when he talks to his enemies, is something along the lines of, like, he stabs a man in the chest and says, "Goddamn motherfucking pinko, commie sons of bitch, motherfuck ass," like, no exaggeration, that's what it is.
Oh, I know what game
Like,
you're talking about.
as you kill people, he just lets out, like, just ridiculous strings of just, like, the edgiest language that could ever fall out of a man's mouth. Other bad games. Mass Effect 3.
You're not gonna hear much dissent from me. I don't like that game.
Like, I can't really, like, list bad, like, objectively bad games that I played. It's just, I can only say games that I was disappointed in. Like, Thomas Was Alone. That's not bad. I was disappointed in it. I was not enthralled by it as people would lead me to believe.
Steven,
Like,
would you like a new copy of Rogue Warrior for PC? It's only 37 cents.
Rogue Warrior?
Rogue Warrior for PC, only 37 cents.
I already have it, thank you. I don't want it. You can get me Rogue Legacy, it's only $15. Still. Didn't go on sale during the summer sale, motherfucker. What's in my unfinished category? Man, you put me on a spot here. Retro City Rampage, I was disappointed in. It was not as fun as other people said. It wasn't bad, though. It was not bad.
It sounds like you just didn't play a lot of bad games this generation.
I don't really play bad games. I just play disappointing games.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like, I don't buy things that people say, oh, this is so bad. Like, I read reviews and I wait like a week until after the game comes out. Or several months to a year in the case of Silent Hill Shattered Memories. So, I mean, I can't really say worst games ever. Asura's Wrath was disappointing for the little bit that I played of it. What about you, Mike? Why don't you say things that are not just me mumbling?
I think I'll do just that. Off the top of my head, the best games I've played all generation, like Mass Effect 2, Walking Dead, Journey.
Journey. Okay. Add that to my list.
Journey's really good.
That is really good. I 100%ed that game. I got all the trophies.
Everything about Journey is just so beautiful.
It really is. I'm going to play the other games.
This is going to sound weird, especially coming from me, but I think Forza Horizon is one of my favorite games of the generation.
Really? It's just really pretty?
It's like, if you slow down, if you stop your car, it looks like garbage. But if you're going at the speed that you need to be going, Like, Colorado in the fall is just so goddamn gorgeous. The music is blaring. It's the perfect music for driving. You're just going so fast. You get points for going fast. There's all this open world stuff. You can race against a plane. The races themselves are fun. And if you're like me, who is terrible at racing games, you can flick a bunch of buttons and switches, and then the driving's a lot easier.
See, they're not going to hear any disagreement from me, because I like racing games. I don't play a lot of them, but I've never unenjoyed. I like going fast.
You should really try Forza Horizon, Steven. If you like racing games, you might really dig that.
Sure.
There's something about, like, the atmosphere of, like, the music festival during the fall while you're driving this awesome fast car that just is so intoxicating.
Sure. I'll play that. Sounds like fun.
What else? What else did I really enjoy? Spider-Man 2 was last generation.
Spider-Man 2.
999
Oh,
I
no,
really
Dr.
like.
Connor's class. That was last generation.
999?
Oh no, it's technically still this generation.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
DS.
really know.
DS, Steven.
DS and 3DS are the same generation, and that confuses me.
3DS is next generation, I'd say, because I don't think Nintendo's going to come out with a new handheld anytime soon.
Maybe, I don't know. Handhelds are reserved to their own little independent generations, I think.
Persona 4 Golden doesn't count, right?
You can count it if you want to.
Okay, great. That game is so fucking good.
It's Persona 4. You're not going to hear me call you, names.
D and the C, clearly.
now
you're gonna call me names?
I'll call you names, but it's like, whatever. You like what you like, and I can understand why you would enjoy that game. I
don't think it's the best game of the generation.
Don't call it a good game. Call it an enjoyable game.
I think that game is good.
I think that you're garbage. As far as character action goes, DMC is really, really weak. It's just that everything else is so relentlessly stupid that it's enjoyable.
We'll have a conversation about this towards the end of the year. I'm having a feeling.
Sure.
What else did I like this generation that was really good? 2011. Skyrim was really good. Fallout 3 is really good. Infamous 2. I really, really like Infamous 2. I appreciate Deus Ex Human Revolution more than I like it.
I liked that game. It was pretty good. I did not like the ending, but it was still pretty good.
I remember digging the Gunstringer a lot. And the Gunstringer.
Is that the Kinect game?
It's the Kinect game. I really enjoyed that.
I played that at a friend's house about a year ago, and I could not, for the life of me, get it right. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, well, Kinect, that's less the fault of the game and more the fault of, oh god, this peripheral.
It was literally the very first Kinect game that I had ever been exposed to, like, willingly. Like, my friend was like, no, dude, you gotta try out the Kinect, it's awesome. And so I was just, like, sitting down with my hands in, like, gun poses, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, dude. It's like, no, dude, you gotta stand up. It's like, you know what, if I wanted to stand up, I wouldn't be as fat as I am.
If you like Westerns and Toy Story, Gunstringer is good.
I'd just like to, like, bookend that story a little bit with that day, like, playing Kinect ended that day when I stood behind the TV and watched him play Fruit Ninja. And then he saw me watching him play Fruit Ninja and he just, like, stopped. It's like, dude, I can't play this anymore with you watching me like that. It's like, it's embarrassing, isn't it? You look like a fucking moron. You look like an idiot.
The Mario Galaxy games are good.
Yes, they are.
Skyward Sword is kind of bad.
Skyward Sword, okay. You've done it.
I found the bad game you played.
The bad game that I played. That game is bad. I hated that game. I didn't even
really
finish
bad.
it. I love Zelda. I have finished every Zelda game except for 2. And that's just because 2 was hard. I did not finish Skyward Sword because it was bad.
I'm looking at this Metacritic thing with this green number at the top. I'm just shaking my head. What don't I get about this? What am I missing?
Some people had no trouble with the controls, and other people, like me and everybody else with a brain, like, they were so bad. And Fi was awful, and, like, Fi was beyond annoying and, like, literally offensive.
Yeah.
Like, offensive to my capabilities as a human being. I would assume that I do not know how to breathe if I did not demonstrate it right in front of her. If breathing was not a required element to turning on the Nintendo Wii, I think Fi would have given me a tutorial for it.
Defiance was garbage. But I think you all knew that.
It's based on a sci-fi channel.
My hatred for Samurai Sword Destiny is well documented.
Ooh, okay, you said a syllable that reminded me of one of my favorite games of the generation, Hotline Miami.
Oh, that game is rad.
It is the raddest.
Gunpoint is one of my favorite games of the generation, easily.
I still haven't played that, I'm sorry.
Man.
I don't have money.
I will probably end up gifting that to you at some point if you don't buy it, because that game is unquestionably some of the most fun I've ever had with a game, and I realize some of that is just me. Like, I really like sci-fi noir, and I really like that soundtrack, but like, as a
You're
game...
getting into John's low voice there. I really like sci-fi noir.
I really like the squigs. But, like, as a constructed game, it's just so fun. I really like Gunpoint, you guys. And the soundtrack is $1 right now. You fuckers! You can get the Fez soundtrack, you can get the FTL soundtrack, you can get the Monaco soundtrack, you can get the Gunpoint soundtrack, you can get some other shit for $1. Ah, god damn.
Can I get Fez for $1 and then not give Phil Fish the $1?
It's just the money. It's just the music. Like, the guy who made the music will get the money.
That's fair. Okay. I want to play it. I want to give Fez a fair shot, but I don't want to give Phil Fish my money. At all.
I don't care. I don't know Phil Fish.
I know that he's thick.
Steven, that's a pot calling the kettle black, don't you think?
He's a different kind of dick than me. If somebody calls me a dick, I'll just be like, yo, whatever. One man called Phil Fish a dick on the wrong day, and he canceled an entire video game.
I think Patrick Klepek wrote up a really great article about how it just wasn't one dude, but I'm not gonna...
I know that it was not just one dude calling Phil Fish a dick, believe me. It's just, like, that happened. Like, I already did not like Phil Fish because of his attitude, but then that happened and he looked like a big baby. He looked like a child. There's just no getting around that. There's no, like, sitting down and saying, oh, video gamers are so vitrolic and they're so rude and the video game industry is so stressful to be in. It's like, all that is true, but then there's what happened with Phil Fish. It's just, dude,
I really don't care at all.
Dude threw a literal tantrum.
I didn't get Fez, so I have no interest in Fez 2.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, by get Fez, I mean I own it. I have played some of it. I didn't, quote, get it.
Yeah.
And I freely admit that.
I just don't understand the appeal of a game where you don't do anything but run around.
What?
It's like, that's all you do. That's all you do in Fez is you run around you jump on things. You could say that about
many video games, Steve.
But that's all
in Metal Gear Revengeance, you just run around.
No, that's all you do. That is all you do in Fez, though, is that you move around in this environment and you solve puzzles.
I think you should look into the critical response for Fez.
I don't want to look into the critical response for Fez.
What other good games happened this generation, Steven?
Oh great, now my cat is beating on the window from the other side of it.
Oh, wonderful.
I don't think you can hear that on the microphone, though.
Fantastic.
Super Puzzle Platformer Deluxe
I'm gonna text
is a
John
good game.
And ask him what his opinion is.
Okay.
Or should I just call him? What should I do?
Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed is also a very good game. It is the modern day Diddy Kong Racing. Dare I say. And I have genuinely considered picking it up for the Wii U, except I know that, like, the PC audience for this game, like, it's pretty hard to find, like, a full match. So if I got it for the Wii U, I wouldn't get any matches at all online. So, that's a bummer. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Really fucking good. Far Cry 3 was also pretty good, but not as good. Earth Defense Force. Both of those games of the year. Surgeon Simulator 2013. Bad game. Not fun. I did not enjoy that game. It's not good as a joke. I wish I had.
I hear Papers, Please and Gone Home are pretty rad.
I've heard that too, actually. I don't know what kind of game Gone Home is, and I've never heard of it until it came out recently. Evidently, it's a perfect 10 across the board, and it's an indie game, so it's not like a big AAA release and it's getting 10s across the board, so I'm confused. I don't know how to react to such a thing. I suppose I'll have to check it out. Papers, Please came out, and I enjoyed the alpha or beta or whatever it was that I played.
Yep, that's pretty rad. I hear Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons is also one of the best video games released in 2013. I'll have to check that out.
You know, I would be willing to give that a shot if they did not pay the Game Grumps to play it.
They did that?
Yes, they paid. That was one of the many games that Game Grumps has been paid off to play. The other one was Dead Space 3. And in Dead Space 3, they did not even pretend that they were paid off to play that, because, everybody else on their little, network that they are a part of played the game at the same time on all the same day. And the same thing happened with Two Brothers. And I'm just thinking, it's like, if a game pays the Game Grumps to play it, I don't know if I want to buy that game.
Well, I'll buy it and let you know how it is, Steven.
Sure, go right on ahead. I like the Game Grumps, too. It's just if the company pays the Game Grumps to play it, they're obviously not very smart.
Well, I don't know. I think it's we're on the cusp of YouTube being this huge thing, despite obvious quality concerns from the rest of us, and people are kind of figuring out how to deal with it. You see Nintendo telling Let's Players they can't use ad revenue. You see Devolver Digital telling people they can take ad revenue. And I guess you're seeing, this advertising through Let's Playing.
I guess.
Didn't PewDiePie get something early to play in hopes that, people would be interested in it?
Yeah, but PewDiePie is
PewDiePie's the worst.
PewDiePie is the biggest channel on YouTube, which blows my mind.
That's the saddest thing. That is literally worse than all the cancer.
It is worse than every single war that has happened in human history.
It just astonishes me that, Giant Bomb has to be sold because they're running out of money, and yet PewDiePie is, fucking Scrooge
One
McDuck.
Swedish guy. One Swedish man that screams. I can scream, and I have a much more pleasing voice than PewDiePie.
You're better than him too.
I don't mean to brag, but I'm not a disgusting high-pitched Swede. I have a pleasing voice, and I'm capable of screaming. Why would they not give me millions of dollars?
Steven, is it possible for you to play The Walking Dead without making a rape joke?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Why would I make a rape joke in The Walking Dead? I don't even think rape happens in that game. What?
Oh no, PewDiePie did that during his Walking Dead.
If he said anything about Clementine, I will kill him.
No, yeah, that's what he implied, that Lee was going to rape her.
He implied that Lee was going to rape Clementine?
Was the joke.
Well.
That was the joke of the worst human being ever created by anything ever.
I hope PewDiePie gets stabbed.
By Lee.
Oh,
Dave
I'm sorry, no.
Is going to take out a fucking
No,
knife.
no. Because it is my opinion that PewDiePie deserves to be stabbed.
But Steven, he did a thing for the charity.
Oh boy. Critical, is a YouTube guy. He does funny video game videos and he does a silly voice. Every single cent that he makes off of his YouTube videos goes to charity anyway.
Well,
he just does that. He gets YouTube ad revenue and he just puts it all to charity anyway, and he doesn't put himself on a pedestal and say, "Hi guys, I'm PewDiePie and I'm going to do a fucking thing. Also rape. Isn't that funny?" I don't know why PewDiePie morphed into the neighbor from Hey Arnold, but
he sounds like a mix between Zentaros and your...
Zentaros.
He just sounds like Zentaros. I would really, really like PewDiePie if he was Zentaros. Have you
I
seen
think that I would
Centauros' Papers, Please Let's Play? It's fantastic.
I have not. I don't know Zentaros like you two know him.
You should know Centauros. He's a real delight.
You know what, Zentaros? I'm willing to put aside my prejudice against Russians exclusively for you.
He's like the unofficial choo-choo mascot, Centauros.
He's like a pet. He's like an 80s talking animal cartoon. He is our Snarf.
I like Centauros a lot. Centauros, if you're listening to this, we all like you. John's not here, but I know he likes you.
I like you too, Centauros, and I'm sorry for talking about you as if you were not an actual human being and as if you were a type of animal, which I cannot say for PewDiePie.
Centauros is like a legend at this point.
I will graciously refer to PewDiePie as if he were an animal, but Zentauros, you are better than that.
We'll refer to PewDiePie as not Centauros.
We'll refer to PewDiePie as a putrid piece of fucking shit. And I don't give a shit if he did a fucking Humble Bundle.
EA did
because,
a Humble Bundle
too,
and
EA did a Humble Bundle.
Exists.
EA did a fucking Humble Bundle. It ain't humble no more, motherfuckers. They should just call it the EA Bundle, cause it ain't humble no fucking more. The fucking PewDiePie Humble Bundle can kiss my dick.
Steven, would you like to install Origin, use those Origin codes?
I would rather shove a cheese grater down my urethra and out my asshole. I would rather floss with my own ass hairs than install Origin or give money to PewDiePie or give money to a cause founded by PewDiePie.
That's how spiteful Steven is.
I could list for several hours several disgusting things I would rather do with my own body than either of those things. Would you like me to go on?
Yes, please.
I would rather stick my big toe inside of my dick hole. Am I amusing you? I would rather tickle my nipples. No, wait, I would rather do that. I would rather cut off my nipples and eat them.
Oh, God.
And then shit out my nipple meat.
I would rather end this podcast.
Oh, you'd rather end the podcast on the note of shitting out nipple meat?
This has just been a really great episode, if you ask me.
Yes.
Like, we opened strong, and we're ending strong.
I think this is a fair place to end it. Thank you, listeners, for putting up with our shit for another week.
Yeah, next week, aren't you and John doing something with some Homestuck music guy?
Not that I know of.
Next week, I guess you and John are, I don't know, I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be in California figuring out where the fuck I'm going to record this podcast on the college campus.
Next week, our special guest will be Hatsune Miku. Provided that we can get her attention, as she is not real.
We want to have some fun with Miku.
Yes, we do.
That commercial. I can't believe it still exists. So next week, we're going to see if John and Steven can do a show,
with Toby Radiation Fox.
And if not, I'm going to see if I can convince John or Steven to try and host a show. And just try and do it without me and try and edit it without me.
What?
This show would fall apart without me, Steven, and I'm going to prove it.
The show would fall apart without you, and it would fall apart without me, too. It's just
then it would just be John.
We hold different pillars.
Sure.
John holds
the entertainment pillar. I hold up everything else.
You hold up the technical aspect. I hold up the everything else, and John is along for the ride. Sorry,
whether
John.
he wants to be or not.
Sorry, John. You're our Yoko.
I would say he's more of our Ringo.
Okay, then he's our Ringo. Whatever.
Well, then I'm afraid we're both.
Who's our Yoko?
Get shot, and then, I have an Asian girlfriend. She can be Yoko.
Okay.
It's not the right Asia, but it's close enough.
Asia's a big country.
Yeah.
Like Africa.
Exactly.
Africa's a big country, so is Asia.
Sure, why not?
Just like America. America's a pretty big country, too.
Much to my great chagrin. Okay, Video Game Choo Choo, I'm Mike Cosmano, this was Stephen Epps.
Hi, guys.
Thank you so much for putting up with us this episode.
Words cannot express how happy we are that you actually voluntarily listen to our voices. We cannot fathom why. Until next week.
See you next week? I don't know.
This has been Night Vale or some shit, I don't know.
We should do our own Night Vale. It would just be like 2 hours of us pooping.
I think that we go into our own little Night Vale tangents every time I, tell a story anyway.
This podcast is basically Night Vale.
Yeah, it is.
When do we get our own fandom?
We should tag all of our episodes. Just, welcome to Night Vale in addition to everything else that we tag them, which is nothing.
Please tell me you're still recording.
Yes.
Okay, great. Now I'm going to end it.
What?